Nationals are underway.
Hello everyone, back again on the FT-Share channel. If you love car racing on a straight track or what is commonly called a drag race, of course, you already know with this one race. Yep, this race is NHRA, or what is usually called a dragster. So what is NHRA or dragster? NHRA, or National Hot Rod Association, is the largest drag race association in the US. After investigating further, it turns out that NHRA is a container for top fuel dragsters. We can conclude that NHRA and top fuel dragster are the same, but the question will arise: what is the difference between NHRA and top fuel dragster? Okay, we will try to explain the information one by one, starting from NHRA, top fuel dragster, pro stock, funny car, and including pro stock motorcycle. Okay, let's start with the NHRA first. As we said earlier, NHRA stands for the National Hot Rod Association, established in 1951, and is the most prestigious drag race competition in the US. This event is so prestigious that this event is like a mandatory thing that Fox TV must broadcast. Now for a bit of history. Willie Park is the founder of NHRA, who feels that the love and interest of Americans for automotive at that time was booming and growing, as evidenced by the existence of many communities, starting from the motorcycle racing community, which MotoGP immediately took over in 1949, and car racing on the circuit, which was immediately taken over by Formula One in the 1950s. Young Willie, at that time, saw an opportunity to officially make a racing event that took place on a straight track, and an association called NHRA was born. There are several classifications in drag racing under the auspices of the NHRA, including the Top Fuel Drag Race, which is a class for monsters or main class. Then there is the Fanny Car, Pro Stock, or what is also known as Factory Hot Rod, and Pro Stock Motorcycle, which is intended for the creators of two-wheeled drag races. So, we can conclude that the NHRA is an organization that embodies classes and classifications in the US. Okay, now we discuss in more detail each classification contained in NHRA. We are starting from the first, the Top Fuel Dragster. The Top Fuel Dragster is the main class for the highest class, or it can also be called the most challenging class in the world, where there are so many speed records that were born from this. The appearance of the cars that are like Formula One, but with a length of about 7.6 meters and skinny tires on the front, which we usually see on motorbikes. And then, for the rear tires, use materials that include very huge and wide, 17.5 inches, and a diameter of about 1 meter in height with a strange, unusual appearance. That is what makes this top fuel dragster class most iconic. With a V8 Hemi engine with a capacity of 8.2-liter, supercharger can clearly produce power beyond our estimation of 11,000 horsepower. And, of course, with that power, speed record in this championship, it doesn't make sense, namely at 335 miles per hour, or the equivalent of 539.1 kilometers per hour. Do you interest in trying it? The next funny car. But don't be fooled by the class name either. In fact, this funny car class is one of the most monster classes, because this class is also equipped with the same monster engine. With an engine capacity of 8.2-liter V8 with supercharger, this machine has a configuration that is not too much different from the Top Fuel Dragster. What distinguishes it is a wider axle. It's short on a funny car with a full carbon fiber body. That is what distinguishes it from Top Fuel Dragster, which is more concerned with speed. So it's natural that the Fanny car has an engine configuration lower than the Top Fuel Dragster. The reason is to balance the weight of the vehicle light so that the vehicle from the Fanny car does not fly, where with the engine configuration and the vehicle's weight, which is relatively light. For the acceleration, it can reach 0 to 500 kilometers per hour only takes about 3.8 seconds. And then there is the Pro Stock class, or Factory Hot Rod. It is called Factory Hot Rod because it has a design similar to a mass production car with several parts differentiating according to NHRA regulations, like chassis with tubular space frame type, which makes the engine can be installed perfectly with high rigidity. The engine of this vehicle uses an electronic fuel injection and ordinary fuel. Of course, the performance of cars in this class will not compete with the previous classes, and for the power core, this engine uses an engine with a capacity of 8.2-liter V8 Hemi engine supercharger that can produce power of about 1,300 horsepower, and a record in its class 338 kilometers per hour. which is achieved in 6.5 seconds. And finally, there is a Pro Stock motorcycle. FYI, this class is in the same courses as Top Fuel Dragster with different vehicles. In this class, two machines are competing, namely the V-twin engine from Harley-Davidson and the inline engine from Suzuki with an engine capacity of 1.8 liter and a power output of 400 power at 10,000 RPM, which is smaller than other classes. Besides, there is no force induction system or naturally aspirated, and we need to remember that this is a motorbike too, because for 400 power on a vehicle, the two-wheeled performance is already enormous. That is also evidenced by the achievement of up to 400 km per hour, which only takes about 5.8 seconds. Actually, there are also top fuel motorcycle classes, which are certainly faster than motorcycle products. If any of you are interested and we want to discuss it, you can help enliven it in the comments column below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'm Courier. See you in the following videos, and thanks for watching.